Hello everyone, my name's Kevin Ryder. I started network marketing over 14 years ago, and over that time I've had quite a bit of experience in personal development, NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. I've been to events and all kind of things. And one of the first things I ever learnt in network marketing, and because of network marketing, is the importance of positivity and having a great attitude. The first book I ever actually read cover to cover since leaving school was Rhinoceros Success by Scott Alexander. That book had amazing impact on me. The philosophy of having a rhino's thick skin and not letting the things that everyday life has to throw at you knock you down, set you back, and put you off from ever achieving your dreams. So I want to share this training with people because I feel that the most important thing about being successful in life is the way that we think and feel about things. You see, everything starts as a thought. That thought then creates feelings. Those feelings then create actions, and those actions then create results. Think about everything around you in life. Think about what you have in your life. Anything that you've created, anything that you've sought out, anything you've gone to find, anything at all started with a thought. That thought then created how you felt about something, and that feeling created the actions that you took, and those actions determined the results that you got. So I'd like you to think about this for a moment now that you understand how we create our results. If the letters of the alphabet equal the numbers, so for instance A is 1 and Z is 26, I want you to just think about what it takes to become successful. Maybe it's knowledge. Maybe it's down to the books that you read. Maybe it's down to the seminars you attend, the people you associate with, the conversations you listen to, and the beliefs that you acquire. So if it was down to purely knowledge, because aren't we told that knowledge is power, then surely every librarian or somebody who's read thousands and thousands of books would have everything that they require for their dreams. Well, knowledge is certainly a big part of the answer. It's 96%. And without knowledge, without the skills, without the knowledge of what to do and how to do it, we're not going to achieve our dreams, our goals, our ambitions. So, could it possibly be hard work? I mean, my parents told me to work hard. I'm sure your parents told you to work hard. I'm sure your teachers and every significant person in your life who wanted you to succeed has said, look, you've got to work hard at what you do. If you want to get the results, you've got to work hard. Well, I absolutely believe that. Nothing comes to those who shirk their responsibilities. Nothing comes to those who just sit on their backsides watching TV all day. Okay? So yes, hard work is part of the solution, but again, it's only 98%. So knowing what to do and doing it well will get you very, very close to what you desire. So what is the final answer? What is the thing that puts knowledge, hard work together in order for you to achieve your desired results? The answer, guys, is attitude. It's how you feel about any given situation. It's how you think, and then how you feel, and then how you act, and the results that you create. You see, is it possible that two people can experience the same experience, can have the same situation, circumstances, environment, and yet see things completely different? Look at it like this. The guy on the left sees a perfectly round beach ball. The guy on the right sees exactly the same beach ball. But the guy on the left is swearing down that beach ball is green, orange and pink. And the guy on the right saying, no, you must be confused. It's green, yellow and blue. Are you stupid? Can you not see what I can see? And the guy on the left's giving it, no, you're the stupid one. It's green, orange and pink. Can't you see that? It's right in front of your eyes. The point is, guys, both these two people are having the same experience, the same things happening to them, but yet they're seeing completely different results. So what do I mean by it's not what happens to us, it's the meaning we give it? Well, let me give you a real life scenario. I'm sure every single one of you listening to this at some point in your life has lost somebody close to you. A relative, a friend. Some of you may not even want to think about that event. Some of you may not even want to think about that person because it causes pain for you. And I understand that. Sometimes somebody's passing is extremely painful. But yet, there's other people out there who's had exactly the same experience. Myself, for instance, I loved my dad very much. He's the guy that I want to be like. And yet my dad passed away with cancer. People thought I never mourned for his death. And I did. At his funeral, I cried buckets. But I've never missed my dad. Because as far as I'm concerned, my dad is still here. My dad's body was only ever a vehicle that carried his spirit. And his spirit and his soul is in this room with me today. I can speak to him at any time about anything, and he's the best listener in the world. Because he never answers back, he never gives me a solution, he just listens and he cares. And I speak to him nearly every day of my life. But you know what? I'm so grateful for the fun times, the laughs, the things we did as a child, all the good memories. So if you're listening to this and feeling pain right now, that's because you're seeing your loss. That's because you're seeing your hurt and your sorrow. Well, take yourself out of the equation for a moment and look at what you had, not at what you've lost. Reframe the whole situation. Remember the good times. Why would you want to create yourself pain? That's stupid. Okay? Making yourself feel unhappy and painful is stupid. So why not remember the good times? Why not remember the laughs, the shared moments, the memories, and think about that now and giggle about it and enjoy it and laugh about it, because do you know what? They were fantastic times, and they're times that need to be remembered, not times that need to be sorrowful for. Because without that person, without those events, you would not have those amazing memories. So close your eyes now and remember all the laughs, the giggles and good times that you have. And squeeze your fist and anchor that in, because do you know what? That's what you want to be remembering. And that's where your good feelings and joy will come from that. And those feelings will create different results, because you'll give different actions and get different results. So remember, it's not what happens to us. It's the meaning we give it. It's whether we give it loss or whether we find gain in that time, situation and event. You see, are we problem focused or are you solution orientated? Looking at this picture now, everyone here, more likely than not, in this picture is looking at that crack that's opened up in the ground and thinking, wow, look at that. Look at what could have happened. What if I'd have been stood there? What if that was under my house? What if that? And all they're focusing on is the problem, problem, problem. It isn't until somebody goes, actually, how do we get from the right to the left, and thinks about the solution, it isn't till then, until somebody looks round and actually notices there's a ladder on the ground, or goes and creates a ladder, or goes finds a ladder, or goes buys a ladder. It isn't until somebody thinks, how do we get from the right to the left, until they actually look round and focus on the solution. Now, they could be bashing their fists, going, it's not fair, this crack's opened up, I can't get to where I need to be, I can't get to the shops, I can't get to my house, I can't get to whatever, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do the other, and they focus and focus and focus on the problem, and they moan and they groan and they complain. Is that crack going to disappear? Is it going to close up and go, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't realise I was causing you a problem, I'll just close the earth back up again? No, it's not. And you know what? It's completely out of those people's hands. There is absolutely nothing they could have done to prevent that. So why worry about it? They're alive. They're okay. The crack is there. It's always going to be there. They're not going to change that. But what they can do is overcome it. They can focus on the solution and they can overcome it. They can go find that ladder, lay it across, and carry on with their journey. Some of them will go and try and find the end of the crack. It may never even end, but they'll keep walking and walking. That may be a solution. Sometimes you've got to look at whether the solution is working or not. Okay? But the point is, you cannot change the event, it has happened. All you can do is change what you do about it. Two families, two pretty similar families, husband, wife, two kids, all right? Many of you may be a typical family, all right? I know I'm part of a typical family. There's me and Becky and the two kids. But one of them's called the I can'ts and the other's I musts. You see, the I can'ts always seem to focus on why they can't have what other people have, why they can't do what other people do. I don't have the skills. I don't have the time. I'm working full time. I've got children. I've got commitments. I've a boss that tells me what to do and when to do it. I don't have the knowledge or the confidence or the experience. I've got a job. I'm working full time, so I can't build an opportunity. I can't post online. I can't put out catalogues. I can't build my business. I can't retail products. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm scared. What if it all goes wrong? What if I put in all the time, the effort, and everything else and it just doesn't work? Well, do you know what? If they don't do that, it's guaranteed not to work. It's guaranteed to fail. Absolutely 110% guaranteed. If they stay sat on the couch and take no action and have a negative attitude towards it and a negative thoughts and negative actions, they're going to create negative results. And those results are then just going to prove that they were right. See, I was right all along. It doesn't work. Nobody's interested. Nobody wants to join this opportunity. Nobody wants to work online. Nobody wants to put out catalogues or retail products or speak to their family and friends. Nobody. I was right. And then they get to be right. Okay? The thing is, they were wrong all along. Because the I musts, even though they had the same lack of knowledge, even though they had the same full-time job, the same two kids, friends, and were scared and thought, what if? They thought, I must learn the skills to make this work. I must give it the time. I must find the time. I must gain the knowledge. I must work it around my job and my family commitments and the hobbies and the leisures, and I must plan it into my 24 hours a day, because the I musts have exactly the same amount of time as the I can'ts. They just choose to do different things with that time available to them. They choose to work around what their priorities are, what's going to move them closer to their goals and what's moving them further away. They don't worry about the immediate gratification of, oh, I've got to feel good all the time. I want to watch TV because it makes me feel better. I want to go play sports because it makes me feel better. Unless that's going to be your career and what you're going to make your world out of, then don't pursue going to the football match or going for the round of golf or going to the pub and things like that, if that's costing you what you really want. If it's moving you away from what you want, you need to think about your attitude towards the things that's going to move you closer to what you want. Everything comes at a price. It's whether you're prepared to pay the price. And if you're not prepared to pay the price, then don't complain if you don't get the results that you want to get. Because you are the only thing that's going to create from where you are to where you want to be. And it starts with your thoughts, which then creates your feelings, which then creates your actions, which then create your results. If you struggle with your attitude towards events, people, circumstances, the best thing you can do is start to change the information in your head. Start changing the thoughts. It's like a glass of dirty water. If you fill a glass of dirty water with clean water and fill it enough, eventually the dirty water will wash out and it will be replaced with clean water. So start with things like attitude is everything and rhinoceros success. I said right at the start of this training that the first book I read since leaving school that really had an impact on my life, and I was 27 when I started this industry, is Rhinoceros Success. A fantastic book, a great book for having a different perspective, for reframing the way you look at life and the events around you. If you don't like that book, because not everybody likes the same kind of books, that's called variety and spice of life. If you don't like Rhinoceros Success, then read Attitude is Everything. But I recommend you read them both, because you cannot decide by other people's opinions and ideas. You need to find the facts for yourself and listen to your own information. Listen to what they say, read what they say, and make your own mind up. But that is a fantastic place to start washing out the negativity and the moans and groans of what's been adopted from other people's opinions and feelings, because you weren't born negative, you weren't born with this bad information and these bad ideas and these woes on life. They've been installed in you through events, significant others and circumstances. So change it. You're in control, you have the power. Because your attitude will always determine your altitude. It's like a battery, you're either positive or you're negative, and the battery is the events in between. You can choose how you feel about any given situation. You just need to get control of your emotions and ask yourself logically, is that how you want to feel? Because if it isn't creating the results that you desire, then you need to change it. Okay? Thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed the training. Our motto in beving.co.uk is learn, develop and grow.